Real quick, man, I gotta break something down for y'all, man. About this damn new America we coming into, okay? Because this new America we're coming into is not the America that you're gonna ever what you was ever used to, and there's reasons and plays and moves that was made to set it up to the modern America that we're about to be living into. Because you ain't even seen shit yet. For one, you have to realize what's going on here. The original America was created by the black slaves, the African slaves, that they brought down here and made develop this America. So all the money that they made off of the cotton sales and railroad track building and all that, we made the infrastructure. We created the infrastructure. We built it with these hands. You know what I'm saying? Our forefathers built it with their hands. So then the America that we live in was created and developed by the Hispanics, because they brought in a lot of Hispanic people to make this shit and develop this shit. AKA the slave trade. It's never stopped. It's never stopped. It's the same thing that's been going on since the beginning of time, because the people here can't or just refuse to do it, to put in the work for their nation. So they bring in always immigrants to do the work to develop their nation. Some lazy, ungrateful, lazy people. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. So with what's coming on right now, you got hundreds of thousands of Ukrainians coming into America. Before that, you had hundreds of thousands of Hindu and Indian people that were being imported into America to do the IT jobs. IT is the technical, intellectual and technical jobs, like the smart computer jobs, the IT jobs, technology jobs. Because my parents' generation, my mother used to work at a bank for 20 some years, and that shit got phased out. And then they brought in cheaper Indian labor people, aka new slave trade. The Ukrainians, think about this. If your country got destroyed and you have nothing, nowhere to go, and then America has $1 billion of budget for you, aka billions of dollars of budget for housing, development, food, all that. They got a budget, and I forget how many billions it is, but it's $1 billion budget for the Ukrainians coming in here. So they have billions of dollars set out for hundreds of thousands of foreign citizens, but they have not billions of dollars set out that they're announcing. I know they do shit for the American citizens day to day, but I'm talking about there is no, I'm gonna set these billions of dollars out for the regular U.S. population, other than shit like the stimulus and all that stuff that was passed. Because the stimulus package was $1 trillion package. But anyway, it just doesn't make sense how we're gonna accept this. How we don't, hold on, it doesn't make sense how you don't understand the way that America was systematically created. And then look, what did Joe Big Head do? When he first got in office, the first thing that he did was create a law to where you can't discriminate against Asians or Asian Americans. Where are these Asian Americans at? You know where they're coming from? They're coming from China. Once everything pops off with Russia and everything, and China gets involved with Russia, we're going to see some shit over here around our way, if you know what I mean. And the Chinese will be involved, and they already have laws in place where we as U.S. citizens cannot discriminate against them. And I'm not saying we should never discriminate against nobody, but black people have been getting discriminated against and destroyed and treated like bugs and squashed like ants and bugs since the beginning of time. Well, no. The beginning of time was our time. We controlled and ruled the world, and everybody was bowed down to us. I'm talking about once the European took control over the world, black people have been at the bottom of the totem pole, and there's been a systematic breakdown put in place to make you realize that you'll never be where you was ever at ever again in your life. Because niggas want to talk shit about the ancient Egyptians and the pharaohs and all that, but the ancient Egyptians had computers. The ancient Egyptians were the first one to have light bulbs. The ancient Egyptians were the first one to have all kind of shit. And all that technology is old black technology. So, um, you've been led astray by your enemy, man. You've been led to the point of no return by somebody who doesn't like you in no kind of way. It's your big home, big Betty, man. Wake up, smell the coffee, and took a sip of it, and try to wake up. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, man.